What characteristics define a good player? Well, to me, a good player is creative.
Mm-hmm.
They're empathetic. They are sympathetic. They are compassionate. Only because then, even when you're playing evil campaigns, you can disregard those things. But what it means is that while you're at the table and you're playing with other people, you realize that you are not the only person playing.
Yes.
And you are engaged and you are willing to give other people's ideas credence and value in this world you're all creating together.
Yeah.
You're not the only one creating cool shit. Everybody is, and everybody should think that everybody else's shit's cool.
Yeah, yeah.
That's
investing in other players is probably in other players' fiction, in other players' characters, in other players' stories, in other players' plots and side quests and things. That goes a long way towards creating an atmosphere of a shared experience. I would say the qualities of a good player, in addition to those that Pruitt mentioned, are inquisitiveness, curiosity, wanting to know what's over the next hill, what's around the bend, what's in the next room. A sense of adventure and of risk, of being excited by risk, and not wanting to shy away from it. I personally have seen a few too many players who they love their characters and they don't want anything bad to happen to them, and that means they don't take risks. They don't go seeking out adventure. This is not a game for desk jockeys. No, it's a game for people who take risks. And the characters should be ready for adventure and willing to accept it, willingly and enthusiastically, and then just a sense of like knowing that it's like sort of building on what Pruitt was saying, that it's a collaborative process, and the whole point of the game isn't to engage in a bunch of isolated character creation process and you all come together with characters that you didn't form together, where with a DM who didn't take into account any of the stuff that relates to your player characters or your own style of play. Imagine playing in a game like that. And in some ways, like convention games are like that. You don't know the players you're playing with. And you have to be a bit more easygoing and willing to do things outside of your comfort zone, which is why I recommend playing in those sorts of games.
Yep. Go out and see the people.
Go out and see the people. Play with different people. Play with others. Play with different DMing styles if you're only used to one DM. And I think probably the final thing that I think of what makes a good player is they play as many games as possible. Not just Dungeons and Dragons, but they try all of them. As many of them as they can. Even if it's just one-shots, even if it's just making a character in a system that you never really get a chance to play, that's going to expose you to different ideas. It's going to expose you to different rule systems and different rules interpretations and just different things. If you're used to fantasy, try some modern stuff. If you're used to sci-fi, try something else. Try some historical gaming or something. That playing as often and as many varied systems as you can is going to get you that exposure and just lead you to being a better player.
Yeah, I can't tell you how many Mutants and Masterminds characters I've made. I've never played that game.
You never played the game, but you just can't help making characters in it.
Shit ton of superheroes because it's fucking fun.
Yeah, yeah. There are several games where like we have a lot of characters made for them, but you never get a chance to play them because time is limited and whatnot. Time is a flat circle.
Yes. Next.